I'm going Texas Tech, Oregon. Texas Tech, Oregon, New Year's Day. It's the first college football game that you will watch in the year of our Lord 2026. It's a noon kickoff in the Orange Bowl. It is the shortest point spread on the board. Oregon favored by 1.5. Now, Oregon last year was kind of where Texas Tech is right now. They had a bye, and they were facing a team that had to play in the first round, and they got splattered by Ohio State in the Rose Bowl. So now it's Texas Tech that got to sit around yesterday. They watched Oregon run it up on James Madison, and now they face each other in the Orange Bowl. Is Oregon going to peak at the right time? That was the singular lesson they have to have learned from last year. All of this is new for Texas Tech. This is not new for Oregon. So Texas Tech, all right, that's like the end of that point. Texas Tech, their profile is elite, their stat profile. So this stuff right here. Texas Tech is elite. Texas Tech's profile is totally isolated to the Big 12. And if I have a concern with Texas Tech, that's it. Now, it may not be a thing at all. What I'm talking about is more of an unknown than a concern. So the big unknown with Texas Tech is most of their stat categories and their stat profile look like an elite team. The problem is they didn't play anyone of note out of conference, so this is all isolated to Big 12 play. How legitimate was the Big 12 this year? You have to ask yourself that, and then you look at this stat profile and you decide accordingly what it means to you. They lost one game at Arizona State. That was with their backup quarterback. Otherwise, they beat everyone by at least 22. Their best rushing performance that they allowed this year, Texas Tech defense's best rushing performance that they allowed was Kansas State, and they gave up 126 on the ground, about 4 yards per carry. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I believe Oregon's going to do significantly better than that on the ground against Texas Tech. Just a thought I'm going to throw out there, and we'll talk about it in the game preview after Christmas. Oregon's pass rush, though, is another thing to watch because of the same thing. Texas Tech, their stat profile, everything about them, it's isolated to Big 12 play. So again, I'm going to say that's a question, that's not a weakness, because it could be that we turn on this game and Oregon is running into a brick wall and that run defense is everything we thought it was. It could be that Oregon's pass rush is really not able to get after Texas Tech like we think it may be able to. And you're saying, hey, it turns out that stat profile fully validated itself. Hey, quick time out here. Are you subscribed to the channel? It doesn't cost anything. It's free. Please do it. It helps us maintain the show at this level. That's it. That's all I got. Back to the clip. This doesn't profile to be a huge edge for them, is my point. Oregon's pass rush on paper doesn't look like something, according to this team's profile, that should be able to take the game over. Oregon's personnel says a different thing, tells a different story. And so it's different than anything Texas Tech has seen. These kinds of athletes rushing your passer are different than what the Big 12 was able to offer you. So Texas Tech played from ahead virtually the whole year. What happens if they get behind, which means they got to throw the ball a whole lot, and Oregon's just able to pin their ears back? I would go a step further. What happens if it's a standard game and just on any random 3rd and 8, Oregon's getting to pin their ears back? What kind of pressure does that put on Baron Morton? Can he win high leverage situations? He didn't have many of them this year. They didn't get pushed a whole lot this year, which is a testament to them. They were dominant in the Big 12. That's a good thing. I absolutely believe they'll be able to scale that kind of performance here. It's not like it's some blowout game, but it is something to watch. Oregon is dealing with the same stuff that Texas A&M just dealt with. Remember, both coordinators have taken head coaching jobs. So they're going to be there. Will Stein, Tosh Lupoy, they'll both be there. But mentally, are they there? That sounds insulting. It's just common sense. If I'm taking a head coaching job, I don't have my full focus on Oregon right now. I don't. You wouldn't either. Nobody would. So I'm not blaming them. No one would. Is that a real factor? Yes. How real a factor is it? We'll see. This is the #1 portal class from this past year versus the #4 portal class. Texas Tech #1, Oregon #4. We got to keep a close eye on that injury situation for Oregon. Evan Stewart, do we think we get him back? My guess is we're going to see him. That's my guess. That is not informed. I have talked to nobody in Oregon about that. recently at least, but I think that we will see him. Texas Tech has 4 wide receivers with 45 plus catches and 550 plus receiving yards. So they don't have that one dominant, like surefire wide receiver one guy. They just got a lot of guys they can spread the ball to, which is interesting. This game right here, the fact that this is the first game and it's like traveling to another country for both fan bases, it's going to be a lot of fun. Lot of fun. That's, you know, to have a playoff game kick off at 9 a.m. body clock time is pretty fascinating. I didn't even think about that there for Oregon.